Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming at you today with like some information about glitter basically. I had somebody email me, it was like a week ago I believe, and I'm just not getting a little some time to uh do a little video on it because I think it was a good question. For those of you who buy glitter, okay, there are differences in the cuts of glitter and how much they weigh, and also by how people package it, okay? Um, I'm not going to name names, but a lady had asked me. She was kind of afraid to ask me at first, but I'm glad she did because, she wouldn't know if you don't ask. She had ordered some glitter off of me, and she'd ordered some glitter from Glitter Unique. Okay, I'm sure most of you guys have ordered from Glitter Unique. I don't know how, she um, weighs her glitter or, measures it out. I don't know, honestly. I've bought from there several times, and I've always, liked what I've gotten for the most part over the years. But when it comes to selling, this is what I do. So it's kind of like some information, basically. I've got my little scale right here. Okay, I'd gotten this off of AliExpress, I believe, for like $4 or something. And that's what it is. This is what it looks like. I've been using it for over a year now. Self-calibrating, which is what I like about it. Um, yeah, it was really good for the price. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Okay. She had ordered some glitter, and one of my half ounces were coming like this in the 2x3 bags. Most of the fine ones, and even some of the chunky ones, as you can see right here. This is the 040. Okay. Now, I know it doesn't really look like a lot, but if you really take a look, don't be fooled by the size of the bag that whoever you're buying from puts it in. Okay. That's all I have to say, because let me tell you something. Just because you use a small bag doesn't mean you're getting any less. I mean, I had to start going to these because I ran out of these. I, yeah, I don't care for these, but I had them, so I needed to use them up. So I'm gonna go start to use these bags. They are a lot stronger. I did a haul video on these. I got them from Walmart, believe it or not, but they're really good quality. So I'll be purchasing more, and these are what I use now for my half ounces and my ounces. Okay, and you get like, I don't know, these were like $3 or $4, something like that, and then free shipping. And these are the 3x5s. They're really sturdy. That's the reason why I bought them. Um, yeah, for mostly the glitters, basically. So anyway, this would be, I do have a few of these that are in the smaller bags, the 2x3s, okay? Now, as you can see, if you shake it all the way down, okay, that's what it would look like if you used a 2x3 bag, okay? There is a half ounce here, and I'm going to show you, all right? Now, I'm glad she brought this up because there's a lot of you, like, ladies out there who just who don't know, there is a difference between, like, say, like, the spangles, okay? A lot of the spangles, are lighter in weight, and I'll show you that right here, actually. Let me go ahead and get this turned on, and I've got this all out in ounces, as you guys can see here, okay? Now, this would be an ounce of my Coral Radiance, all right? That's what it would look like. It is not in this bag. It was in the older bags that I have. But it's still an ounce, and I'm going to show you. So what I do is I kind of squeeze the air out of it, and I kind of fold it over so it sits all on here like so. And as you can see, it's 1 ounce, point oh, in between 3 and 4. Okay? So that is an ounce of, let's say, the 040 hex. It also depends on the type of glitter you have, because if you were to have like a thicker glitter, it's going to weigh more. Okay, now here is an ounce of the raspberry holographic stars. All right, here's a teaspoon. That is like a heaping teaspoon. This is an actual ounce, and this is using these thicker bags that I use. Now, since these bags are thicker, I do zero out the weight of the bag because, believe it or not, that does make a little bit of a difference. If you were just to put the bag on there, you see here what it weighs out to. So then I tear it out, zero it out. So now it's, compensating for this. So I'm not weighing this when I end up weighing these bigger bags. That's what I do. Anything, even like, let's say like these little pots. I put an empty pot on here. I zero it out, not with the lid because I don't weigh it with the lid. Take it, take it off and then put the glitter in it or the pigment that I'm selling into these bags. Right now I've used this to store some nail art that I'm making. But anyway, that's how it should be done. You don't add on the weight of, like, especially these thicker bags. Not like with these little bitty bags, these don't weigh anything, So, these aren't a big deal. But when you get to these thicker ones, then you need to weigh it out. As you can see down here, it says negative. So now, like I said, this is an ounce. Actually, it's over an ounce. And if you lay it down on the scale, okay, this one comes out to exactly an ounce. Okay, you see right here, it says 1 ounce. Now, I know that looks like a lot, right? Well, it's because it is a lot, only because the simple fact is it's thinner and it weighs less. Usually, your bigger glitters tend to weigh less because they're thinner. Now, you do have glitter, let's see, where's this one? Like right here. This is an ounce with the same bag. This is my snow bunny, all right? Let me add some air in here so you guys can see. Okay, do you see the difference? The ounce of the spangles and an ounce of like an 040 hex. These are a little thicker than, let's say, this one, okay? And I don't know, if you were to put the bags upside to side next to each other, this one doesn't look like a lot because this is a bigger bag. Like I say, do not be fooled by the bag size. Now, I'm going to show you that this one does weigh an ounce. So you guys can see, just because the bag looks different, doesn't mean the weight is off, So if we put this down here like this one's right here, 1 ounce, 0.04, all right? So that is an ounce of this type of glitter, as opposed to this type of glitter right here in this bag. Well, since I zeroed out the other bag because this bag weighs less, so we have to start over again. Okay, and you put this bag down like this, and as you can see, it's just a little over an ounce. Okay, now, so that's like, the difference between the quality of bag that you use, if it's thicker or if it's thinner. The different cut of glitter will make a big difference. Let's see, here's like the 040 hex, and I've got it in those bigger bags. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to zero out, or tear out, the weight of the bag. So like here is the 1/2 ounce of my pearl white 040 hex. If you lay it down, and as you can see here, I don't know if you can see that actually. Yeah, this one's way over a 1/2 ounce, so that's, for me, you'll always get almost over, except when it comes to stuff like this, because you get so much of it anyway. And if you use a teaspoon at a time, yeah, there's quite a bit there, believe it or not. A lot of people don't weigh these out. They do it by the teaspoon or the tablespoon. Not always, but most, because honestly, by a tablespoon, you get less than what you would get here. Okay, I'm just saying that it really depends on the cut of your glitter. So now here, this one is 0.78 ounces. Okay, not quite an ounce, but close. Now here, oh, this is an ounce too. So like here's the 062 hex in an ounce. Here, let me show you the difference between this one and this one, because these, yeah, the cuts are different. Okay, you see here, like so. Now if you were to smash them and hold them up, it looks like you get more of the white than you do the black. Well, let's look at this as a different material. Now we already, weighed this one out, so now we're going to weigh out the black pearl here. Get it back to where I had it. It's easier to shift this way. And if you lay it down, and as you can see, it's over an ounce. Okay, but they weigh. That's the difference. If you're always buying glitter and you feel like the person that you're buying from, if they say, oh, this is a 1/2 ounce, and you're not sure, don't be afraid to ask them, because you won't know until you ask. And if they cop an attitude with you, there's one of two reasons. Either they're just not patient or don't understand and they think you're complaining. And that's not good either, because I'm sorry, if I was kind of skeptical about, how much was in my bag, if I buy an ounce, I want an ounce. If I'm going to pay the money for an ounce, I want what I paid for. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody should be that way. The seller, unless it's like Glitter Unique or something that might be a little different, but like private sellers like us, if you have a question, you should never hesitate to ask. And like I said, if they have an issue, well, maybe you need to ask them why, they're copping an attitude, or maybe that you're taking them wrong. That that does happen quite a bit, but they should never, say, oh, well, this is this and blah, 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 without, showing you. I have no problem if somebody were to email me or message me or whatever and say, I'm not quite sure that your 1/2 ounces are 1/2 ounces. I will be more than happy to do like a little video and show you weighing it out. I don't have a problem doing that. Now, like, okay, for example, here's another example here. This is the 1/2 ounce in the old bags I was using of the fluorescent matte orange. This is an 008. Okay. And I have one here. It's the same glitter, but in the bigger bag. Okay. Now I can understand somebody getting this, getting kind of put off, like, oh, I didn't get a half ounce. What's going on? Because this looks like more because it's a bigger bag. Now, since I've already zeroed out the weight of the bag on this one, I'm going to show you. 5.3 ounces. So it's a little over half ounce. Not much, but it's a little over. Now, pick this up like this. Here, let me reweigh that because that was in the way, just to make sure. And I'll weigh things, 2 or 3 times to make sure that I got it right, okay? I'm just weird like that. I want you guys to make sure you get your money's worth. I'm that way when I buy things, so when I sell things, I look at it as if I was a customer coming to me going, would I really pay for that like that? You know what I mean? That's just how I am. Now, okay, so we showed what that was, 0.53. Now I'm going to clear it out because the bag's different. Just squeeze the air out, which I don't think makes a difference because air doesn't weigh anything, but it's just a thought. Now this is the half ounce of the same glitter, okay? You put that baby on there, and actually this one's got more glitter in it, 0.58. Make sure I zero that out, yeah. So this actually has more glitter in it, but it's still a half ounce to me. This is what I sell it as. 90% of the time you will get over what I am showing, okay? So like I said, there is a difference in the cuts of glitter, okay? Let's say this one, for example, is an 040 hex. Excuse me. This is a half ounce in the small bag, and here is a half ounce in the bigger bag. Okay, let me go ahead and zero it out so I can show you guys. Okay, half ounce, and it's actually over. Okay, now, same cut, same material. All right, that's what it weighed out to, 0.64 ounces. Here's a half ounce. Let me clear that off. And that's 5.5 ounces. Okay. It was depend. Okay, 5.6 ounces. But like I say, do not be discouraged from the size of your bags, ladies and gentlemen. I know there's some gentlemen out there that buy glitter, because yeah, you see that. You see that. If you're getting this and you don't think that you're getting enough, I would either, especially if you buy glitter on a regular basis, go on eBay, go on AliExpress, find one of these little bitty scales. It's a digital scale, runs off batteries. I change the batteries about every month, depending on how much I'm using it. Don't be afraid to weigh it out. You know what I mean? Not at all. Not at all. So this is what you do. You'll take your bag. Like I said, if it came in a thicker bag, try to take that into consideration. Always take off about, I don't know. Here, well, hold on. Let me try to find a glitter unique bag. Okay. So let's say, for example, I had bought, I think it was an ounce or a half ounce. I don't remember. It was a while back. But as you guys can see, it's a larger bag. All right. And the bags I use, excuse me, are shorter. All right. But by the feel of it, it's about the same quality. It might even be like the same maker. I don't know, but I think they'll weigh about the same. I got glitter in here. I don't have anything to put it in, I don't think. Yeah, I do. Hold on a second. Hold that thought. Okay, so I went ahead and emptied it out, as you guys can see here. All right, I'm going to weigh it. I'm going to fold it over so I can weigh it. And as you can see, it weighs basically the same as my thicker bag. So when you get these bigger bags, take off about 0.05 ounce, before you start weighing out what you've bought. That way you're not weighing the bag too, because it's going to look like it's you've gotten more, and it's not an accurate reading. Okay, so just know that. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them in any way that I can. I don't have a problem doing that. Just know your different cuts of glitter are going to weigh difference. There's a difference. Okay, it's going to weigh differently. Like I said, like these stars weigh less. When I bought my pound, all right, of this stuff. I mean, and I've sold the crap out of it, but as you can see, here, let me zoom out. I still have a ton of it. And that's only because, well, a lot of it's been going in teaspoons and stuff, but it weighs very little, and yeah, you know what I mean? Uh-huh. So like when it comes to spangles and stuff, it's always, unless you just don't need an ounce or a half ounce of it, then buying the teaspoons is good, especially if you don't use them on a regular basis. But buying them by the half ounce to the ounce is usually a better deal. Because, like I said, especially if you're just sprinkling them in mixes and whatnot, you'll get technically more for your money. I mean, you're paying for the ounce, but in the long run, it's going to last a lot longer than one or two of these. You know what I'm saying? Do you see the big difference? This is, you know, a heaping teaspoon of, it might be the different color, but it's the same type, you know? And the same with, you know, with your finer glitters. Finer glitter tends to weigh more, believe it or not. Just saying. The bigger the cut, and also like this, for example, is kind of like a plastic. There's a difference between your plastic, your craft glitters, and whatnot, then your iridescents. They're all different types of materials, you know, and like these don't weigh very much because they're thin, paper thin. Well, actually, I think they might be finer than paper, but you guys get what I mean. I just wanted to show you guys this so you guys can see that there is a difference between what my half ounces, what I was bagging them with, which is, like I said, now I'm going towards these bigger bags. Now that I've used all of these up. So, you know, don't be discouraged. If you've bought stuff from me and you're just afraid to ask, don't be afraid to ask me. Don't be afraid to, you know, reach out and say, you know, I don't feel like this was right. Then, you know, I will show you. I have no problem doing so. I run an honest business, you know, because in my opinion, I would want the person I'm buying from to be honest with me. You are not going to have a successful business if you're not honest with your buyers. And that's just, you know, how it is. So, you know, that's how people will also keep coming to you, you know. So that's all I'm going to say for now. I just wanted to show you guys that there's differences in the sizes and the weights of your glitter. And also, you know, take in consideration the thickness of the bag. Believe it or not, it does make a little bit of a difference. Just a little. So on that note, I hope you guys learned a little something. And if, like I said, if you have any questions, leave it down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions. All right, next video up is grab bag sale. So stick around for that. And you guys have a blessed day and happy Labor Day. Bye.